What's going on, you guys? Gurren Lagann, episode 11 review. I'm not switching to single reviews or anything for Gurren Lagann, though that probably would make these come out a little bit faster, so tell me what you guys think about that in the comments below, but not switching to single reviews unless you guys want me to, but I just want to balance it out before I get back into doing the double reviews, so episode 11. This was a really good episode. Right out the gate, the animation during the big fight scene was really, really good. Of course, they reused the big Giga Impact crazy fucking drill, but everything else still looked really, really good as well, and it's fine that they reused that. That's a bank animation, which you would see in, like, a Magical Girl series like Precure or whatever, the transformations, the big attacks, they reuse those. It's a form of animation, it's perfectly fine. And perfectly acceptable, and it looks really badass, especially that explosion at the end. I don't remember if that explosion at the end was that in, like, when Kamina and him did it the first time? Because that was a really fucking sick explosion. Plus, there are some tiny alterations made to it, like you can see that they're hitting a different gunman in some shots. You saw the little armadillo dude bail out. Speaking of little armadillo dude, not worth any hype. I mean, he didn't have much hype, like, at all, other than that he was one of the top 4 dudes, but, like, other than the gorilla dude, he was a gorilla, right? The first dude who had, like, dye guns on before they took it over. That's, like, the only dude who's been a threat. Like, that whole battle. Like, Kamina died, and they took, like, all their effort to take him down, and they stole his gunman. But all these other, like, top dudes are getting taken out, like, super easily, so I don't know how I feel about that. That's a little anticlimactic, but we'll see. You know, Spiral King is still cool. Still have one more of those guys, so yeah. We also find out that the Spiral King is like 1,000 years old or whatever, so that's interesting. You know, apparently having kids is just a pastime for him, and, you know, once he got bored of Nia, or once Nia was getting a little too sentient for his liking, dumped her out with the garbage. And Nia, I do like the character. I think I can officially say that I like the character. My only concern is that she's going to be like a perfect character, because I do not like perfect characters. You know, when you introduce Kamina, and you introduce Simone, and you introduce Yoko, and this is a main character. Like, she's in the opening, she replaced Kamina's scenes in the opening. She's a main character. When you have main characters that are really likable but flawed characters, and they can have room to grow as people, I like that. When you're a perfect character who's like a fucking beacon of, like, motivation and hope and, like, can do no wrong, which is Nia so far, that can get a little annoying. Not a compelling character. We'll see what happens with her, though. I mean, she did make a mistake in this episode. She said Simone's name, and she fucked up, and you can see it on her face, so there's that. And she has a couple of cool moments in the episode, like when she slaps the fucking armadillo dude and, like, sends him packing across the room. I mean, I make it sound more epic than it is, but, like, she really did just, like, lay him on his ass. That was pretty great. And she still has a good design, and I can look past the voice. But yeah, I like her. I just don't want her to be like this perfect fucking character. I just don't like those kinds of characters. I don't like Legolas from Lord of the Rings. I mean, he's cool, you know, but, like, if you've never seen Lord of the Rings, Legolas is the elf bow dude, and he's just, like, invincible and has, like, every badass scene and, like, no flaws whatsoever. Not in his personality, not in the shit he does in combat. He's too good. He's too perfect. And I don't like characters like that, so hopefully Nia does not end up being like that, but we'll just have to wait and see. There are lots of little funny moments in this episode, too, like when Nia's like, hey, what's this over here? And then, like, the gunmen look over the side of the wall. Oh, that's just the trash. Like, it's not... It could have just been them walking over, but the fact that they were in their gunmans I thought was funny. The one beast man looking down the hole where fucking Lagann drilled. He's like, was there always a hole there? Like, there was a lot of little funny moments like that. And then the big thing I should talk about is Simone's character development. It's probably because I watched these episodes a little bit spread out. You know, I was gone for a week and everything, so... Yeah, maybe it's because I watched these spread out, but it does feel a little bit fast that he's already back to being confident. Actually, more confident than he used to be. But let's see, Kamina died in episode 8, sad face, and he's been grieving since 9, 10, and now this episode. About 2.5 episodes of grieving, and now he's back to 100%, or even higher than 100%, because he's more confident than he used to be. I guess it sort of balances out. It's probably just because I watched them spread out, so it felt longer, and now that he's already back, it feels a little rushed, but probably not the case. Probably just because of how I watched it. But it's cool to see him confident, and it's cool to see him actually piloting Lagann again. I mean, he piloted it not that long ago, but he was, like, fucking it up, and it was all unbalanced and shit, so it's cool to see him doing that. Cool to see him sort of acting like Kamina, but saying he's not Kamina at the same time. That's kind of weird. He's not acting exactly like Kamina, but still, the confidence is there. Speaking of confidence, I love the scene with Kamina. Dude's still awesome even in death. When he says Simone is an inspiration for him, that Simone motivates him, and they motivate each other. He told that story to Yoko, and I thought that was really, really cool, and really, really awesome. And it adds a new layer to Kamina's character, even though he's dead, and that's really good character development for a dead character, which normally I think is pointless, but depending on how you handle it, but I thought it was handled really well here. Yoko could have told this story to Simone before he went into, or not before he went into his depressed funk, but like while he was in his depressed funk, but she didn't. I don't know if she thought it would make him feel worse or whatever. I mean, I feel like you could have told him, because he's like, oh, I'm nothing without Kamina, I'm just a little piece of shit, I'm terrible. Like he got hit with Perona's negative ghosts from fucking One Piece. I know I just trivialized his grieving very heavily, but fuck it. And, you know, Yoko could have told him this story that Kamina told her, but maybe he wouldn't believe her because he was being a real dick in the beginning, and who knows. But yeah, it was a cool story, and it adds more to Kamina's awesomeness, and yeah, I don't really have much else to say about the episode. We don't really get much from the Spiral King in this episode. He's there, we find out he's 1,000 years old or whatever, but that's about it. Well, we also find out that, this is a joke, but we also find out that the little armadillo dude might have a thing for humans. That's like the opposite of a furry, so he's like a fleshy. Like, little armadillo dude confirmed, hashtag fleshy, but other than that joke, there's really not much else to say about the episode. No, that's really it. His gunman was cool. It had like a little transformation thing that it could do, and all that. And, you know, he escaped, so he'll probably come back like the other chick, but yeah, I do hope the sense of danger goes up, because, you know, Kamina dying and everything raised the sense of danger a lot, because it's a character death. And the guy they were fighting was really, really strong, and now these other dudes who are at the same rank as him are going out somewhat easier, so it's just, I don't know, man. I hope that's not going to be like a bunch of anticlimactic fights. I hope there can be some really cool shit, and I feel like there will be. There's still plenty of the series left. They can still reach a halfway point where they get their asses kicked and have to pull themselves back together, so who knows. It'll probably have all that crazy shit in it, I'm sure. So with all that being said, I'm going to give this episode a solid... So with all that being said, I'm going to give this episode a solid 8.5 to 9 out of 10. I really think the Simone character development is really important and really huge. I guess there's some relationship development between him and Nia as well, but that's sort of still just kind of growing. Also, the old man, looking like he came straight off the Muppets, saves Nia and then gone. That was weird. That better be explained. I'm assuming it will be, but that was just crazy. So, yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. That was weird as fuck, but who knows? It'll probably be explained. We'll just have to wait and see who the old man is. Have we seen him before? He seemed really familiar. I feel like I've made that straight off the Muppets joke before. Maybe not in a video, but with a friend that I was watching the series with. So, yeah, I don't know. But anyways, back to the rating. 8.5 to 9 out of 10. Super important development for the main character, Simone. Really good animation in the fight scenes. Overall, a really good episode. Even the funny moments, like with the fucking girl saying, "Oh no, please save us," and the acting is so bad. That was really funny. So, yeah, really enjoyable, really well-rounded episode. Making the statues of Kamina was a little weird. I'm not gonna lie, that was a little creepy. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I keep remembering little moments in the episode, but anyways, to finally wrap up the review, 8.5 to 9 out of 10, 8.8, whatever. What did you guys think of this episode of Gurren Lagann? You can tell me in the comment section below. You can also follow me on Instagram, add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both, and follow me on Twitter at DAJFilms. Give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you like what you've seen here, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.